All right, guys, today I'm going to take you on one of the most scenic drives in America. This is the Mount Blue Sky Scenic Byway. At 14,271 feet, Mount Blue Sky is the 16th highest peak in the continental United States. This is the tallest paved road in North America at over 14,100 feet. Come along with us on this adventure. Completed in 1930, workers battled high altitude conditions where steam shovels worked poorly and transporting coal was difficult. The final 600 feet of the road was carved entirely by hand. All right, in order to drive this road, you do have to have a permit. For cars, it's 20 bucks, and for motorcycles, it's 15. It's also a timed entry system. So they give you these 2-hour windows in which to show up. The round trip from Idaho Springs to the top of Mount Blue Sky is around 50 miles, and you gain about 7,000 feet in elevation. Morning.
Morning, how are you?
Good, you?
Good, thank you.
We're still in the trees, but pretty soon we're gonna emerge above the tree line and start heading into the tundra. This is where this drive is gonna become really spectacular. All right, we are at the first stop on this tour. This is the Mount Goliath Natural Area. Let's go check it out. So we're at about 11,500 feet, and that is perfect habitat for the ancient bristlecones, which are the oldest trees in the world. Right now, we're on the bristlecone pine loop out of the Goliath Visitor Center here. So we'll take a look. All right, not the most difficult trail, but a nice little 0.7 mile warm up at elevation to get you ready for the higher altitude coming up. At 12,000 feet, views of Mount Blue Sky and the surrounding peaks become increasingly clear. Alrighty, I think we are officially in the tundra. No more trees, lots of rocks, probably lots of marmots, and the wind is blowing. Air is fresh, but in a couple more thousand feet, it's gonna get real thin and even colder. Let's take a look at the viewpoint over here. Up at this elevation, there are going to be flowers that only occur here and in Alaska. Check these out. So I don't know if you can see on this rock right in front of us, but there is one of the common creature inhabitants of these tundra rocks, marmot. So for the past year and a half or so, this road up the Mount Blue Sky Scenic Byway has been closed for road repairs. And only as of May 2026, about a month and a half ago, has it reopened. So this is a pretty popular road for bicyclists, but if you're really hardcore, you run. So there are no guardrails to keep cars from going over these precipitous drops. You also want to be real careful coming up this road because the wildlife tends to hang out right on the side of the road. These were the first of many mountain goats that we would see above 13,000 feet. All right, we're at about 13,100 feet at a scenic lookout, and I think it's time for a snack so we can get acclimated, take in the views before we hit the top and hike to the summit. It's really here that the experience becomes both literally and figuratively elevated. The height and lack of oxygen produces a sense of euphoria. All right, quick stop for a view at 13,500 feet. Let's get up on top of the Jeep and see what things look like. As we switched back up the mountain, I kept wondering if the road would ever feel dangerous. But with each turn and twist, it always remained a serene and easy drive. We just hit 14,000 feet. Got about 100 feet more till we reach the summit. So the goats here become a little bit too habituated, and you'll see them hanging around right outside the bathroom, which is a problem for them because there's been some contagion, disease spread as a result of human feces. As soon as we reached the top, there were dozens of goats lingering in and around the parking area. The sodium deficient goats are attracted to the salts which have accumulated on vehicle tailpipes. Unfortunately, this poses a threat to the goats, who are at risk of ingesting toxic chemicals such as antifreeze. Before a propane explosion in 1979, the Crest House was the highest business structure in the United States, with a restaurant, gift shop, and other amenities for travelers. All right, we got about 200 feet to the top of the peak here. It's about a 0.3 mile little stroll. There was a quiet serenity up here, an appreciation of the mountain, its views, and the forces that went into creating it. Until 2023, Mount Blue Sky was named Mount Evans after the Colorado governor who commissioned the Sand Creek Massacre. Thanks to a petition by the Cheyenne, who celebrate a blue sky ceremony, and the Arapaho, who are known as the Blue Sky people, the name was changed in 2023. After a long time on the mountain, it was time to head back down. I was scanning the hillsides when I thought I noticed two large animals. So we decided to turn back and take a closer look. We had the good fortune to see these two adult Rocky Mountain bighorn sheep gracing the hillside. It was a perfect and iconic way to end this adventure. So if you're in the vicinity of Denver or just passing through and you're looking for an ultimate scenic adventure, Mount Blue Sky Scenic Byway is the trip for you. Thanks for joining us on this episode. We'll see you next time.